still want to look at it. But...
Oh yeah. Just like all these lines that show the distances.
Yeah. That's really good. He's not... I mean, he is a lot bigger than a human, but not as big as I thought he was. The body itself. Kelpie body. But I like it. What's this?
Gilgamesh.
Oh.
Just the red stuff is a little less prominent.
Oh, the one that you fought in the buildings?
Shipyard.
Yeah.
It's a reference to a weapon that Dante has in Devil May Cry 4. The fists gets gauntlets and greaves that are called Gilgamesh. And they're kind of like Balrog in this one, the fists. Except they're more mechanical. It's kind of explained that Gilgamesh is a metal found in hell, with which weapons are made. And this is basically Clyphot roots encased in this metal. That's the boss concept.
Okay.
Clown shoes. I really love that she has the witch's pot as well. You can actually see that in the game. The buster move for Nero that he uses on her involves him thrusting all the heads into the pot and then just like kicking them into the pot. If Dante uses Dr. Faust on him, each head gets a hat. And it's a different positioning on each head, so they actually thought about made it a yeah.
Right.
I think so. Just not gonna get a lot of stuff. Simple. Nice. Yamato. Still really like it as a weapon, even though it's basically just a katana. But white and gold goes very well together.
descendant of the person who made you guns and that's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
They changed the Red Queen's design a little bit, I think. Made it a little bit more realistic. Well, this isn't a realistic design,
Yeah.
but you can almost, things almost make sense. Interestingly, they haven't designed Forest Edge at all, which is its normal form. Forest Edge is basically to this sword what Rebellion is to Double Sword Dante. Hello, Ray. I hadn't realized this for whatever reason, but when Urizen goes full punch and kick mode, those are basically Virgil's attacks from the third game when he's using Beowulf. So he gets the Gauntlets and Greaves. I think I showed that game too. So the punches and the kicks are a direct reference to that, which makes it slightly better.
Yep. Hey Ray.
And, this will be the ugliest sword in the franchise. And yes, I'm keeping in mind the reboots, Rebellion. It wasn't even all that different from the actual Rebellion, the reboot Rebellion. It just lacked the little, forgot the name for them, the cross guard, so it didn't have that.
The talons?
What?
The talons on there?
No, the way all the way to the left you see the Rebellion. And the little sticky outy things to the left and the right, that's the cross guard.
Okay.
So that.
Yeah, I know the cross guard is. I just was looking at the wrong sword.
Yeah. So it didn't have that. It was a simpler design, and I didn't mind it. I didn't dislike it. These are one of the earliest docs for Devil May Cry 5. It's kind of one of the things that it started with, I think. And it's pretty impressive to me that they just thought everything through, where the power comes in, where how does it connect to the breaker arms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's not really what they end up looking like. This is Overture, the one that expands. This one's Ragtime. Yeah, the song is very comfy. I use it. The Devil May Cry 5 theme that you get for pre-ordering the game or digital deluxe, whatever, has this song, and that's what I'm using on my PS4 right now. But these concept arts are more about the function than form. Form was added later. The Buster Arm. Helter Skelter. And Punchline. Rawhide. Yeah. Gerbera. Lots of flower-related stuff for Gerbera. He sort of expands like a blossoming flower.
Sorry for the noise, it's done.
When you use Breakage. Gerbera actually has 2 Breakage attacks, one for the ground, one for the air. And one of them is called the Stem, and the other one, even though I watched that anime, I still forget the actual terms for them.
Steam.
Yeah, and the other one starts with P.
What are you talking about?
Just inside the flower,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
pestle or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, those are the 2 moves that this has. If you use it on the ground, you've seen it, it's a giant laser, that's the Stem. If you use it in the ground, it's just a bunch of bouncy lasers that bounce and ricochet all over the place. Tomboy, which looks quite different in the game. Okay. So. And a design meeting with a cute little thingamabob to show the mech stuff with. Blue rose. Lots of pretty environmental concept art as well. This is the starting cutscene areas. More city stuff. This is where the game begins-ish. Begins properly. I believe is the fight with Goliath. The sunken buildings. Nidhogg. Gilgamesh in the background. Again, what's cool about the cameo system, when it works, it's cool, and that is the current community belief, because sometimes when you're fighting Gilgamesh, he collapses, and that's what happened to me on my first playthrough on stream. I could get on top of Gilgamesh's Nero without the need to zip up to him and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's cool with the big boss type enemy.
What is it in this case?
The people being able to join.
Right. You couldn't join me like physically right next to me though. That's not what I'm talking about.
So why did he collapse?
If you will be a little bit more patient, I will let you know why. The reason the community belief is the reason why Gilgamesh collapses is not anything that what Nero does, but in fact in the preceding mission you play as V, and there's a little thing that descends through the roof, interrupting you occasionally, but it's an optional target for you. That is in fact one of Gilgamesh's legs, and if you defeat that leg, he collapses for Nero in the succeeding mission. Not for you, but for someone else.
Yeah.
Because you're in the same level.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single boss where you're physically joined by another person. This works much better for me than the closet.
Yeah.
And if they showed the camera from elsewhere, not from Dante's perspective, would have worked better for me.
Yeah. I feel like they should just redo that whole cutscene.
I mean,
That would be less, like, in your face.
just feels like it was tailor-made for Americans somehow.
Yeah.
Like, as patronizing as that sounds. The whole, like... I have never in my life, I think, have witnessed the existence of a closet with a shutter light door.
It's just
I've only...
It's a happening. It's a Southern American thing.
Yeah, I've only seen it in movies. I have no idea what the fuck this is. I can't make sense of this at all. Cutscene was pretty garbo, yeah. Nice upside down stuff, which I feel like they could have emphasized a little bit more with the glyphop, where they say the top of the tree is actually the bottom of the tree. That was pretty cool. But one of those cases where showing would have been cooler than...
Yeah, because I didn't understand the point they were trying to make.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely just don't... I don't know. You fought your way somewhere for a while, then they were like, well, you're in the wrong spot, and then you continued to fight. I had no sense of direction whatsoever.
I mean, I was just jumping down holes on all three characters because the bottom was where the top of the tree was. This was a cool level. Fighting in Dante's...
Yeah, I really like the shattered background.
Yep. That was cooler. Music a little bit too high. Or the mic is too low. For Form or for me as well?
I'm going to be fairly quiet anyway, I'm sorry.
Because, yeah, Form's not feeling very well, and on top of that, she's far back, leaning in the couch with the cat. I can turn down the music after showing off the concept art. Not a lot left. Sure. We're both kind of being quiet. Actually, one more thing I'm going to show off to Ray. Good luck. Yep. Ava looks much better as well. I like that oh, one moment. I hope this is better. That the music is not too loud.
This is about the volume that I'll be speaking at. Nope.
And I've enabled the developmental cutscenes as well. I have no idea how it works. And I was gonna say that I like that lady is older because I've played the games where she's younger, you know?
Well, it'd still be nicer if she looked better, but yeah, her looking her age is not a bad thing.
Oh, you are not allowed to stream the previous cutscenes.
Wow. Interesting.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, no, I don't get it. Like,
I guess they want to save some.
that's what Ray said, yeah, because it's the deluxe
Yeah.
version. Wow, that's disgusting, kind of.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. You wouldn't stream a movie on YouTube either. It's dumb, but I get it.
That's really bad. I don't know. I really disagree with this. If this makes or breaks a digital deluxe for someone, I don't know. It's more about the arms, it's more about being able to switch out combat themes. And, people will just record them anyway and put them on YouTube.
Of course.
It's a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, of course. Probably went up on day one. Still like Urizen's theme, the little violin.
Mm-hmm. Buy all your stuff again?
No, they just wipe your double breaker selection after mission 20. What is this? Oh, whatever, just dumb shit. Actually, take Gerbera. Take Sweet Surrender to use that shit up. The way she places her ball. Soup is okay, I'm glad to hear it. What kind of soup is it?
Dante. I could take you as no.
Okay, I think. Not really.
Now I want some actual goulash. Really? Come on.
I trust
I
you.
don't know what it is.
Goulash? Okay. We'll have to have some someday.
Everyone's helping each other out. What's the world coming?
Yep. He's even beefier and Dante must die.
Out of the way! Out of the way! Sorry, Nico. Double break. Oh yeah, looking good, baby. Make love to the camera. Woo, work it. Yeah.
Just the two. This weird skater girl announcer and the Quake voice.
Hold on, Dante.
This is also Dan, by the way. Virgil's voice
Yeah,
actor.
is it?
Yep. I was wondering about that.
There's so much. No generation on it.
Yeah. That is still his most bullshit attack. I still have to lose. Ba-bam. Prologue, there's some missions that are really hard to S rank. Funnily enough, it's actually harder to S rank missions on the lower difficulties because everything dies faster than you can build up your S rank.
Get bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, and Pisa Queens, people have already complained about them because of how beefy they are on DMD, especially if you allow them to feed, then they become even beefier. Just gotta burst them, stagger them. V is unanimously the most hated character already. For higher difficulties. Yeah, because he has no tools to deal with DMD. The stuff that DMD throws at you.
He's half the character anyways. Let's play the other ones.
If they ever... I don't think they will, but if they ever... Well, playable Virgil is highly likely. But if they... when they do add Virgil, I'm secretly hoping that they will let you play as him in V's missions. Because that would be pretty fun. This is mission 1, yeah. Oh shit. Any other... what else am I missing? Charge shot. Oh, don't have Table Hopper 3. Yeah... He's kind of a mixed bag. He's a Marmite character from what I've seen, at least on the internet. And even people who do like him eventually kind of just don't like him purely because he's not workable on higher difficulties. Because he's fun, but he's designed as a casual player. Which is fine if you're a newcomer to the franchise. You just want to mash buttons and get triple S ranks in combat, that's fine. But you can't... You're forced to play as V, even on higher difficulties. You can't just go, well, I'll play as Nero throughout the entire game. Which you... I think you could do that in... I might be lying, but I think you could do that in Devil May Cry 4. It can be fun to sort of... Yeah, he's just a fun distraction. I think they did a really good job just...
I've got some cleaning up to do.
with that.
Got a little something for you. Double break. Really getting the hang of this new toy.
God damn. Yeah, I'll probably turn the announcer back off, but just figured I'd give it a try. Yeah.
Think you'll leave this here? Sweet.
It's definitely more of a thing in higher difficulty. God damn. These people out, please.
Why are they collecting human blood? It's not just about feeding. There's something else.
Let's see how I do against this boss. Not really sure.
Go home already. Now you die.
God damn. The busters are kind of annoying in the sense that
Now you die. Nobody move. Get out! What a lovely house plant. Swing and a miss. Like that, and have some more. I gave you that one.
that's huh? Not sure how I feel about ads during bosses, because that wasn't the thing before. It's just one enemy though. Like there's one non-staggerable enemy that they decide like, it's gonna be too easy, so we're just gonna add one enemy.
happy solution.
See, really? Oh yeah, they still do these photos. Why did you go mad?
Oh, because I fell asleep.
Really?
I don't know if I fell asleep, but I feel myself.
What time is it? I'm gonna take a break after this. Probably gonna be yeah, sleepy form of sleeps.
Hey, we doing this or what?
Yeah, but I don't mind taking this a little bit slowly, especially today when I'm not feeling very well myself, and PvP is gonna happen relatively soon anyway.
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of everything just aligns just fine, and
Okay, for sure.
you know, to top it all off, if you, most importantly of all, if you're sleepy, there's no point in
That, and I have to get up tomorrow.
both of us do, yeah.
You're fine. You
It's
don't need
no, I do.
to. It's
It's-
Sunday tomorrow.
No, it's
What?
Monday.
No, it's Sunday tomorrow.
Really?
Yes. Otherwise, I would have been at the thing today.
Just end me today. First
This
when
is what I was so
we were-
confused when you were talking yesterday.
we were raiding, and I was like, well, it wasn't so bad. We got like 3 birds today. And I was like, no, we got 5 because we got 2 from Zervan as well. And I'm like, we did Zervan yesterday, but did you do Zervan without me? And they were like, no, you were there. I was like, no, I was yesterday. I wasn't in Zervan today because we only did Thordan. And everyone was like, no, we did Zervan. I was like, I was completely out, and then I was like, oh. Then it clicked. Yeah, okay. I remember this.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're just such a good healer. You only pay attention to your patients.
Even Thordan, like I was just, like Ray mentioned a little while ago, I just really had to forcibly keep myself awake towards like the latter half of the pulls. Can I buy anything? No. I was just like falling asleep during some mechanics. So I had to like entertain myself by seeing, like testing the range of AoEs and stuff like that. Just like what knocks me back where.
Yeah. But yeah, tomorrow's Sunday, and I'm going to the Kim's birthday thing.
Okay.
Still need to make cookies. A cookie one.
This is the Gerber prototype, by the way, Ray. So instead of shooting forward with the normal Gerber, this one lets you immediately shoot up. So if you're in the air, it lets you shoot down.
Need to catch it. Fast.
So it's more mobility.
Mess.
I don't think I even noticed the shadow.
Yeah, it's
I didn't know it was like.
Not you.
Demons doing in a city like this.
It's super smoke and sexy.
Making it easy for me, huh?
No, not this again. God damn, he wasn't even on time. Come on. Can't see shit. Okay, fine, I'll fucking kill you first. Oh, it's when she regenerates her scissors. Okay. I was wondering about that.
To get a closer look at how they get the scissors.
Yeah.
They had one too.
Yeah. Can be fucked. Hmm?
You already have the achievements and you'll get the orbs.
I changed the shooting to the left bumper, so L1. And I accidentally pressed square to shoot still, which is my, get rid of the devil breaker, like he does like an AoE explosion around himself, which makes you drop the arm as well. It's a very powerful move. Except it makes me lose my fucking arm. So that's...
I guess you could say... Lost your arm.
Yes. Not my leg, fortunately.
Not yet. No one
Whoa! Holy shit! Oh my god. This is the worst thing about replaying this game. It's gonna be for me. It's just the amount of cutscenes
Trying to
skipping.
stop me. Oh, whatever shall I do? Yeah, I can make this work.
Oh.
Should have just hacked my way through. He doesn't seem like a demon to me. Wait, which way did I come from?
I
again?
wish. Still alive?
This again?
No, I don't need to. Man, I really wish I could stagger him. Not that I'm aware of. No, not fuck you again. Maybe you can parry his attacks, but I just have not had luck with Nero. Retarded. Oh. Felt like I was running into that. No! Oh, can see.
Come on. Getting really sick of this stupid tree.
I'll be fine.
Who's up next?
Oh shit, what? Goodbye.
Not gonna lie, this new arm is pretty sweet.
Which one? The human arm, Nero?
Guess the phone's...
There's no such thing as too prepared.
Hmm?
What were you planning to do?
After 1, probably something like 1:30. I really like Flap Top, which is the triple jump for Nero. Which is oh, let's see how hard I eat shit in this fight.
Oh, you're gonna do fine.
Yeah, maybe I will. Sorry I'm about to kill you. How about we wrap this? You're eating garbage now? Got some weird taste.
Excuse me?
It's the Buster arm.
Okay. Very good. Every time that glass breaking reminds me of Cowboy People.
I associated with just DMC because that's the first time I saw it used.
I guess same for me with Cowboy People. I don't remember if it was just in the DVD menu or in the actual episode.
McLovin, you're not getting fucking rated up
McLovin, no!
with that username.
Out of here. McLovin yourself.
All bronze and no brains. I'm a bit
You did really well there.
I'm a bit sad that I didn't get the S rank, because if you get an S rank then you can see both photographs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can still do it.
Yeah, I can see myself being able to S rank
Yeah, for sure.
Son of Sparta at least.
I think we...
You can do all of these.
What do you mean? What do you mean I can do all of
So
these?
cold.
Like S rank? All of
Yes.
them? Maybe. I think.
No, you absolutely can.
I think. Like the later missions are gonna give me a lot of trouble. There's some missions that are really hard to S rank because they have a lot of optional fights that are kind of don't last very long. So if you engage in those
Right.
and get like a B, you're lowering your rank. So the S rank quote unquote meta is to run past every single optional fight.
Right, because they're not efficient.
Yeah. And you're creating room for error if you get hit
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
No bang for your buck.
Yeah. And then there are some missions that are really long, so there's more room for error, harder to S rank. There's missions where you're supposed to lose, so you're supposed to get hit, which will lower your stylish ranks as well. So those missions are pretty bad.
I mean, what you could do there, I assume, is get a triple S or as high as you can, and then get hit all at once,
Yep.
so you lose it really quick.
It's hard, but that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's like 3 infamous missions where S ranking is kind of a bitch. Alright, I think I'm gonna let you go. And do you have a blanket somewhere here? No. I was glad I managed to show off the Buster arm at least.
Yeah.
Every boss has that. And
Is it just a finisher, or did it just happen to finish?
no, I wanted to use it as a finisher,
Yeah.
which fortunately worked out. I just wasn't sure about the health pool in Son of Sparta and whether I would be able to finish it off, so I was glad that that was the case.
That's perfect, especially since the cutscene next after it starts with him slumped. against-
That's the thing. I got so excited that I managed to like time his stagger and use my arm.
Yeah.
Then I forgot to control the spinning, which I still can.
Right.
And you can toss him into a nearby clock tower, and that clock tower will collapse on top of him.
Good.
So it's really cool. It's just a shame that I didn't do that.
Mm.
But it did manage to finish him off with a Buster move.
Still good, and if you want to get a higher rating, you can still do it again.
It doesn't, I think... Oh yeah, it probably does, come to think of it. Now I have to do it again? Yeah, and I will when I S rank it or when I do Dante Must Die. What is it else that I wanted to say that was on my mind? Yeah, don't remember. Anyway, I'm what is mission 3 again? Right, it's the sinking buildings one. Does it have a boss at the end? Yeah, Artemis. The lady one. Well, I don't know. Up to you. Are you sure though? No. It's one. Ray, is Curly still AFK? Does he still have the yellow light? I could get up and check in the time it takes for this line to play on stream and for you to respond, but I'd rather wait. I like how it has actual William Blake illustrations in the save.
Time for
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that they're not finishers, the Buster moves. But I forgot. What I want to say. They're you stagger the boss with damage. It's kind of like stunning in fighting games when you sufficiently damage someone enough without.
Leave them open for your special.
All right, move out.
Yeah, so that's what they did with 4. Is they added Nero, and once you stagger a boss, typically in the franchise you just wail on him without being opposed. But in 4 they added the Demon Arm, so you could create this cinematic beatdown, which would deal a lot of damage, so you wouldn't have to worry about comboing them super hard. Bam, 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 bam. I'm Mega Man. Mega Man is the best video game character.
Well,
He's the best video game character.
well.
I love Mega Man. He's
Think
my
I'll handle the
childhood
closer
hero.
one first. Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. Wario is better? Man, I got out memed. Oh, see? You can see a player in the distance. And you can see he's got double S because that's next to his name.
Okay. Well, see, now we can actually tell him good job.
Yeah. How do I
Did
do
you
this
get any
again?
good jobs?
Not yet. Where's the thing again?
People always playing on the same difficulty as you.
I'm actually not sure that. I think so. One moment. And yes, that is the first. That is when you get Nightmare for the first time.
Yeah, that's all the fucking boss to them.
No, that's the next mission. Oh yeah, that is that mission, I think. But it's like you don't get to see that as near.
So this Clyfut.
See,
Screw it.
the
Taking this
building is
fucking
still.
thing
You can
down.
see the clouds that he has to destroy.
Okay.
He's still in the air. Yeah, like once you have the second playthrough and you sort of understand things a little bit better. I could wait for him to actually get here, but I don't think I will. But the idea is that this is the bridge that collapses, and for him it's a cutscene, but I could just like stand around here and I would walk and I could see him
Yeah.
perform the cutscene motions.
Great. Now the roots are in my way. I'll play with ya. Come on. The roots have to be coming from somewhere.
I saw it from be doing a little gig.
What?
I saw it just me doing a little gig.
He does. He can dance during his
It's
time.
a small book. It's the nerdiest goddamn thing.
Come on, man. Fucking getting away from me.
Saving up for anything by now?
Orbs wise,
Yeah.
just slowly unlocking everything.
Seems there were still a couple of 25. Okay, things.
Yeah, I think I need yeah, table hopper. I think I didn't get that. Perfect dodge stuff. Oh my god, really? Nah. Night, please. There we go. Just let that out there. Nice trade. That hurt a little bit.
Bingo.
This is actually a pretty satisfying difficulty so far.
Yeah, it really does look good. There's a nice amount of stuff you can still refine.
Yeah. I feel like when he entered there was a... So who are we gonna have in this room?
You want me to follow you? No way, asshole. You bring that shit to me.
Try to be greedy. Where are you? Very different one. Come on, I was stunned. Shit.
Out of the salt?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's a pretty fun enemy actually now that I know what
Yeah.
to this is like Divinity's Reach or even Hallbreak.
Nerd. I forget the
No.
bookish action.
Fire.
Yeah, that's
Without strength, you can't protect anything.
there's lots of
I know that.
Lots of lore?
lore there.
Mm,
It's
yeah.
in like one of the latest
Yeah.
matches.
I'm gonna make something amazing out of this.
Yo, you just here to win?
That's her worst line in the entire game. Like, just acting and accent.
You do it so much better. I'm gonna
Make something amazing out of this.
make. I don't like her hair.
I like her hair, I like her design, but I just...
I'm okay with her design. That cosplayer that I leaked you a picture of, her hair was good.
yeah, I like both the images that you sent me. Nero's... the cosplay was okay, the freckles are just like comically...
Yeah, the freckles are no good, but...
Have I ever linked you that one really good cosplay? There was one really good. Linked it to Ray for sure.
I know, right? What was it cosplay of?
Nico.
Oh.
No, I guess I got Table Hopper. I don't know, it's just weird. To me, she's fine so long as she doesn't open her mouth. Like, I could play this entire game on mute.
Yeah. And
I would really like her. Then the moment someone would unmute it, I would go like, ugh! What happened?
I still am really curious what she sounds like in Japanese.
Yeah.
I'm meaning to look it up. But...
I'll switch out next time I play, probably for shits and giggles.
Sure.
It's just gonna sound awkward either way because the mocap actors are English.
Mm-hmm.
Something different about it.
Yeah. I know. I'm having anxiety attacks as well.
Here is a 14 site.
Come on. I've been fighting the lock-on all this time. Oh. Oh my god, that was a little close.
So close. She did it.
Kept really spaghettiing hard towards the end. Just before Nico comes in. No place for a lady.
What about you?
Well, it's a punk.
I get it, but the boss is also.
Well, the boss is late.
Yes. Why? I meant to ask this. Why are there characters inside of bosses? What is that? Is that an established thing that happens if you get knocked out, or what?
No, Urizen uses them.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
There's in the cutscene he even says like I have a use for you.
Yeah.
It's also probably a callback to Best Girl.
V?
So,
Yeah.
you think this kid can kill Urizen?
One can only hope.
I think
now-
Shadow is the cool.
We have a more pressing engagement.
Either that or the motorcycle.
I unlocked this,
Oh, what the fuck?
but the green is so bad.
Fucking jungle boy. Don't like it. I know that blue and red was already taken, but
You should have made it blue so it would be Virgil's like a inspiration after Virgil's
or
code.
even purple.
Yeah.
Like a deep kind of purple.
Yeah, that would work. But green is just kind of out of left field.
Yeah, it looks really strange.
But yeah, the Lady and Trish being like inside of demons is kind of also a reference to the first game where Mundus, the ruler of hell, the Demon King, takes Dante's brother and turns him into a knight that fights Dante.
Dante's another brother?
Virgil is taken.
Yeah, I understand, but I thought you meant a different brother because you didn't say Virgil, you said Dante's brother. And I got confused.
Yeah, I mean, it's Dante's brother,
Yeah.
Virgil. So he kind of turned him into this knight and encased him in demonic armor and demonic appearance. So it's kind of a callback to that, where
Yeah.
Trish is even called Cavalier Angelo,
Yeah.
and Virgil's demonic corrupted knight form is called Nello Angelo.
Yeah.
Supposed to be Nero Angelo.
Yeah, Japanese.
To this day, they're sticking by the mistranslation of Nello Angelo. They're like, we said it was Nilo, it's gonna be fucking Nilo.
Sounds very silly. But,
It's funny because they called the son Nero.
yeah.
It's like, we got it right, look.
So it's like a reverse mech situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna stop. I like the premise of 4, which is revealed pretty much at the beginning of the game, and if you have two brain cells to rub together, it kind of becomes obvious very quickly that the order that Nero is a part of an order who that worships Sparta as a god, Dante's daddy, and they're like supposed to embody heavenliness, so they all wear white armor and angelic.
Completely absent from this game, isn't it?
There's like angelic themes surrounding them and stuff like that, and it turns out that they don't like the angel stuff is just demons, like
Yeah.
it's just demons that they perceive to be angels because they're pretty demons.
Are they Does that have anything to do with the demons that were created to be angels?
There's no angels in the
Yeah,
series.
but
Well,
in their
sorry.
belief.
No, in their belief, they're using, I guess sort of, they're using demonic artifacts to create that which they believe to be angelic.
So it's like breeding a Shiba and then calling it a cat. Because it's got pointed ears.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it's...
small.
Yeah, like they think that it's simulated angelicness is what they're trying to go for, and
Yeah.
because they think that you can only fight fire with fire, sort of. But
Maybe you don't look good if you have demons in your employ, so call them angels.
yeah, basically. So I like that idea in 4, where it's like they're all high and mighty, and they think that they're that they embody angels and they have angel forms, just like Dante has devil trigger, so they have like what they believe to be an angel trigger, but they're just demons.
It's just delightful to me, because I'm still thinking of this Shiba thing, and it's like,
Oh,
well, it's making a noise, but we called it a cat, so let's say it's meowing.
yeah, what basically amounts to. And yeah, there's not a lot of like. Genghis would kill me if I said this. Medieval fantasy, or he wouldn't kill me, he would just groan. But a lot of the more medieval fantasy is lacking in 5, whereas 4 is a little bit more about like Renaissance era kind of setting.
Why is there a voodoo doll on the couch? Whatever that is.
No, it just looks like a really scrappy plush toy.
I like the way she looks here.
I like Lady, honestly. I just do.
So why don't they get to do anything? They get saved and then they don't do anything.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
will she appear this way in, how do I make this happen? Yeah, I mean, Lady had her cute teenage girl appearance, and I liked it. And now she looks like a woman. And,
Looks good.
I mean, I know all the, like, you're not the only one, right? Who dislikes her, like, more squared jaw, but I don't necessarily associate that with masculinity, so...
Yeah, that jaw. That's the jaw you can
Yeah, like that chin.
associate with masculinity.
Nero's great.
Oh, Griffin! What a good chicken.
There's like one screen like this. Let's see if I can do it for you, Ray. If I can.
Yeah, I want to see it. You just have to go to the gallery and back again?
I suppose so, yeah. But one of these screens, there's actually Virgil sitting in them. And it so caught me off guard the first time I saw it. He's just there.
It looks kind of just done.
Kind of annoyed. Just, do I have to be here? I wish I was... Yeah, there he is. It's like Dante's just like reading some kind of magazine. Virgil's just kind of clapping slowly, his hands together.
Yep. It's a nice family reunion.
It's like, what the hell are you reading, Dante? What garbage is this? What form of garbage is this?
Babes and Bikes magazine. Babes, Bikes, and Pizzas.
Is this what you've been doing while I was gone, Dante? Yeah. Scum. Just look at his face. Like, confusion and revulsion at the same time.
It's like he's blacked out and now he's here.
Yeah.
And he just has to be polite about it. There's a summoning Nero, but I don't know.
I can try and summon it.
Yeah, it's more or less the same loop. If not the very same.
I don't know, that face bomb or whatever he does is pretty good.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like Nero's examining his arm, and Virgil's just kind of sitting next to him, just looking at him again, and just like... the same way dads would look like. Oh, you have lady peeking out of the shower here. It's like, oh shit, Morrison's here. I could really go for some BBC right now. Yeah, I really like Virgil's appearance in here. I just have a slight complaint that
Oh, get out of here, nerds.
neither in his new appearance, which is slightly more fine, but you can also unlock a costume for him that is his appearance from Devil May Cry 3. And it lacks, I forget the name, like a little scarf thing, cravat. So he has a, it's 2 in a row.
Has a cravat?
He has a cravat! Yeah, why is that so
What
hilarious?
a fancy boy.
He is a fancy boy.
What a fancy boy.
Have you seen the way he's dressed? Like knee-high boots,
I guess so.
fingerless gloves.
What a fancy boy.
And in 3 he wears a cravat. And I think it's included in 4, like when he's made playable in 4. He has it as well. But in here he doesn't have it. So I guess cravats are no longer considered fancy.
Yeah, instead he has a little necklace. A little rope necklace.
Yeah.
Oh, big gothic baby he is. Oh, more emo, I guess.
He's more goth than he is emo. Right?
Yeah. Jealous of his tats.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I guess I just can't seem to get this to trigger.
I guess so.
No pun intended.
Get it, it's the devil trigger. I get it.
Oh, you can turn off cameo, by the way, if you really don't want. If you really don't want to, you can just do off, I think.
Right? I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, you can. Said this before. You can make it so that it searches for your friends doing the relevant missions, and your friends will show up instead.
Oh, I guess.
All right. Is that second viewer curly? If it isn't, I have bad news for you because I was just about to end the stream.
Good night, person. Ray.
Good night.